our alarm wire, but we haven't got that figured out yet. So I think that was it. That was my only option. I mean, I don't know if I can manipulate the blue current gauge wire because it doesn't even have a kill switch, but you know what? Not having a kill switch might serve us probably better, right? So we'll find out. I mean, kill switch is actually mandatory for safety reasons, but we'll find out. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is this one is, first of all, let me snot myself out here with my clean paper rag. All right, keep my keys in place. Okay, that way I don't lose it easily. Okay, let's fix this guy here. He wasn't an issue before we tried to mount everything, but that's fine. We expected some casualty. We knew it was gonna last if we didn't fix them. I mean, I couldn't imagine that piece of thing. It would have been great if that thing stayed on there. I think with a little super glue, in addition to what chemical compound he had, it would have been perfect. Super glue would made him stick to the hard plastic better. You know, as long as it doesn't have a lot of oil. And then that coating that he protected him with, that would have been perfect too, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. Okay, so we're going to do this. How are we going to do this? Can we move this insulator back? Because we need to get back. There we go. Get back as I can. I don't think we can move him that much back. He's like right there. This is where his insulator is teeing off and saying, no, I can't go anymore for you, dude. That's it. But maybe I can. Okay, there we go. This is how far back I got him. So what I really want to do is, you know what I can do? I can use the same wire on him. Cut this guy. This will extend him just a little bit, which is kind of funny though. Extend him just a little bit. So what to do here? I mean, if I cut him, I probably do want to cut him like far and then have him work. Yeah, I do have to actually cut a little bit more of the yellow wire. So let's bring our little cutter there and our splicer tool. We'll need these two guys. These guys are just falling everywhere. I think this will work. These two. Soldering is over there. Our lighter's over there. Our lighter's here, Ray, right? Didn't I bring it? Yeah, right there. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so how much do you really think we need? Just like maybe, I don't even want to do too much overdoing something, you know? So we need about 1/2 inch more. So we can cut it like right there. I think this will work. Just to be on the safe side, 2 inches. Because I forgot we need to actually give it a tip as well, so let's take that into consideration. The tip, yeah, about maybe 2.5 really. So I'm not sure. This is probably what, 2.5. Could be 2 inches really. But anyway, look at that. This thing is so soft. See if you guys can see it. So super soft. You could probably bite it with your teeth. It's not something you want, but it's still strong though when it gets to the contact lead. So let's see. Took a while though. Okay, we got a little jumper wire here, and we're gonna almost cut this guy. Yeah, so he's gonna be sort of. I can smell the soldering now. I don't think it's cooking the wood, but I can smell him. Okay, so let's go and spice this guy up. Actually, we're gonna cut this guy. What am I doing? We're gonna have to cut him shorter. I intend it, but not too short. I mean, I really don't want to sacrifice too much of this area here. I'd rather push this up, to be honest with you. Because he can use some more backspace there. Or he's okay. So he's okay over there, so I don't want to give him too much either. So yeah, let's go ahead and just cut it. Let's do what we gotta do. Oh, sorry. You guys ready? Ah, clean though. It's clean. We don't need to pull that much, only like a centimeter, because that's where all the soldering is going to be anyway. I think he's right there. There we go. That was easy. Use the same one for this guy here. Oh, that was easy. Like butter. Alright, so this one's going to be the tricky one here. This is where we're going to hopefully screwed, but we need to tint a little bit of solder. It's kind of interesting. We'll see what we're going to do. We'll do the same. We just got to put a little solder here. Keep them jointed. But this guy's going to be mushed up with this guy. See which one we're going to give him. We should give him this guy, the thick one, right? But before we do that, let's go and get a heat shrink for him to prepare. Actually, we don't have to worry about it. We can clip it from the other side before we start screwing in. Alright, so let's do this. Just in case in fact, I want to give him a green one, probably be better. But does he have green? Yeah, he has green on him. Let's give him a green. Oh no, the green one looks like it's going to blend with the ground. So let's just give him a universal color. Give him the black one. Whether we take it long, I think that's up to us. I think we still take a long ways. Let's put it in here ahead of time, right? Or can it even fit in there? No, it can't. So we'll have to put it afterwards. We can do that afterwards. Okay, so we're not trying to, but we will get this guy in there now. So I think this one's probably smaller than this one, or they're about the same size actually. See if this guy will fit in here. Remember, dielectric grease was our friend. Look at that guy will fit in here. This guy might take the bigger hole actually. He has so much more thread to lose. Okay. Alright, so let's go. I think it got crunched up in there somewhat. Now the idea is to bring the solder. They gotta be in the solder area. The solder needs to really marry them together. There we go. Alright, so they're both kind of crunched up, I guess. So now it's just time to fire it up. I like that word. We tried the butane, we tried, oh man, this is, his leg is all whacked up. Look like Medusa's hair. I'm talking about my tripod. I'm looking from behind and he just looks all funky. Alright. You guys can see him right now. Look like Medusa's hair. I'm trying to straighten him up because there's no need for him. Actually, it'd probably be better not straight. That way he has great little hook areas. Alright, so let me put him back in my little snap hit here. Alright, so let's do this. We got the extension we need, I guess. So close to the gas tank, really. Alright, let's bring this guy up. So I think I have to keep remembering not to, what do you call that? Alright, so there we go. Keep these guys away from each other. I still have to go get the bolt, so I haven't really taken them completely off yet, to keep them there for a while until we go to the hardware store, see what else we might need. I hope we don't need anything else further. This should be it. Okay, so it's time to, let's try to fire this guy up. Now, the little heat that puts out on my phone sensor, it might turn off my phone because I think it's like we're in a volcano or something, which we're not. It's still pretty nice and cool around here. So there we go. Alright. There we go. Solder's melting. Yeah, the solder's good when it melts. Okay, there we go. Let's go get the rest of the beads. Water seal beads. See, I work from the beads outward. There we go. Cool. Look at that. He didn't even do that much damage, actually. He actually stayed his color somewhat, right? But yeah, he's melted on there. Alright, so there we go. I don't want to give him a tug just yet, but I will give him a wipe. It's just he's still ugly, ugly. Look at that. See, I guess eventually the heat will catch up to him. Look at that. I think for once we actually didn't bleed it, which is a nice change. I mean, we didn't kill the rubber insulator. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, that's the extension he needs. That's the extension he's gonna get. Alright, so let's see here what else we could do. Put the black heat shrink, I guess, on him. So let's go ahead and bring that guy rolling around. In fact, we might not even need that big of a heat shrink now, I think back. But let's see if we can still get it in there. There we go. I don't think I can, well, if I shrink him, I could probably squeeze him in after that, but I don't think I can squeeze him in after I shrink him. That's the problem. I don't think I can move him around, so try to bend his little corners there to create a little funnel to go in them. So, well, he's not gonna let me, so we'll just try to do what we can here. Guess it's time to shrink. Doctor's in. Okay, let's do this. Hold this guy here. Our trusty lighter. Never let us down. Now, APM wouldn't advise me to use a lighter ever. Maybe a blowtorch to keep it certain heat, but look at this guy. My fingers are so close to this area. So I'm trying to... Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Okay, there we go. A little wind actually helps a little. I'm not sure this heat shrink is too big for it, but it looks like it's curvaging around. Not bad at all. Almost there. Oh, it's blowing against. It's blowing toward my thumb now. Look at that. We did a pretty good job. Oh, let's not ruin our luck here. All right. That's going close to my other thumb, but it's not really. All right, nice. There we go. Look at that. Not bad. Okay, now the main part is this guy here. We want to clean this area here where he's going to go back into. I think we'll just wipe the surface off because I think when we screw him in, more than likely, he's not going to go anywhere. In fact, I'm going to try to solder him in there. I really am. Let me see if I can get away with soldering. But first of all, we still need to clean the area though. There's no excuse. Get all that little, what they call silicone gunk or whatever is remaining in there. Now, I'm going to take a solder and I'm going to try to see my best to get this guy daggered in there. More than likely, we'll probably have to use one of these screws. So we'll take out the screw now and see if we can get that. So our alarm troubleshooting will end probably now. So let's go ahead and take this one screw here. He's just left hanging out. I can't even take him out barehanded. Should be not that tight of a screw. Back up, back up. All right, buddy. We tried, man. We did try you. So if anyone knows how to get their remote start working with the same setup, let me know. APM hasn't had time for you. Now he's so busy with his other projects, so I really appreciate all the help I can get from him. But this one right here, we're going to see we can try to solder it, and we're going to do it nicely in a neatly fashion. Okay, here we go. So let's go and get our solder. We're going to retip this. What they're saying is that retint the solder is you need something to scrape it with. In fact, here, let me put this guy on the table. So here we go. He's pretty hot, so be careful. Don't grab him by the. See that smoke coming out of him easily. I think we also have some kind of fumes in here too. I gotta be careful. I think I got all kinds of. Remember this guy? He's been through what? WD-40, everything else under the sun. Oh yeah. Scorching here. Try and use the Scotch Brite a little bit. So you see there's got some ugly tint on them. Oh man, this is ugly. Wish I had different Scotch-Brite, but I don't have one, so I'm going to do the best I can. I really don't want to hold it by my hands, getting to be need a little bit more pressure, that's why. I don't want to put pressure through my hand. I stumped on this one time with my sandal. I didn't realize it. I pulled it off, and the same rubber tar was on the heat treat, and I see my sandal there just has like the marking of the solder whole area. That was crazy. So we're just cleaning them up a little bit. We're trying to clean them up a lot. Let's see, trying to get that ugly burn tar out of there. All right, so let's see what we can do. Let's come around. Unfortunately, I'm not even sure what we can do here, but we're going to attempt. Let's see what we can at least get this guy here. See, he'll melt the plastic and everything. So what I'm going to try to do, well, first of all, you want to tint the solder, right? Tint the tip. This is what they mean by tinting the tip. You want to make sure you get enough solder in there, clean it. You know what I mean? Just like that. See there? And then you want to wipe it. Why? I have no idea, but it just prepares the solder to accept solder or something. And see that? You kind of tint it a little bit, get that little nice glaze. Again, we want to actually heat the metal or heat the wire first before we apply it. I think we might have to do what's called a solder board kind of solder, meaning we'll put a dab here, get it ready. But we want to make sure it gets hot. We don't want a cold solder still. So what I'm doing is just put my little thing in here. Just let it sit for a little bit. Wait till the solder comes. And touch this a little bit. Touch the wire while this is still touching the solder area. It will smell a little bit burned. All right. Okay. Go. I'm burning a little bit of the plastic, but gotta do it. There you go. See, that's a cold solder. It's just hot. It's just attracted to the solder tip, but not on the wire. It's not what we want. There you go. There you go. Now it's feeding into the wire somewhat, I guess. You can see some of the insulated of the wires coming out. Mic again, the camera got cut it out. It got chicken, I guess. Maybe the fumes or the heat or whatever that causes it to shorten itself. But anyway, you can see here, I tried to went ahead and poke this through it, heat up the wires first, and I even tinted the wires on this side, and then maybe have it force itself in there. But you can see it's a cold solder still. Here, I'll try to do it again and see if I can actually get it to stay in there. But you can see here it's actually almost probably breaking away. Oh shit. It's actually pretty damn good. There you go. It's actually stuck. I'm not sure if I should take my chances here. Look at that, see that? It's moving. It's got maybe a few strands on the other end, so it's not really. So let's go ahead and try this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force this guy, dag him in there, and hopefully he'll reach there. He's gonna get hot. Just a little bit here. See that? What we're trying to do is melt the solder to go in. I'm trying to reach deep as I can. So, you don't want a cold solder. Cold solder's not going to do you any good. It just covers the wire, makes it look like it's doing something for you, but it's not. But I think we shouldn't have any problem here. So here we go. I was going to put a screw through it anyway, but we might as well see what we can do. Just hold it there for a while until it really just all the threads and so forth. So, because the solder will track wherever the heat flows. So we're doing our best here. I'm putting some pressure while dagging it in there. You can see here. Almost able to spin somewhat. Okay, now it's wicking the solder, which I don't want. Now let's see, look. It's probably gonna pop the lid out with me. See? Which is fine. Okay, so I'm not sure the wire's anywhere near it now. So we might have made it worse than it really was. But anyway, So we're gonna go and put a little thread through here, and let's see if we can fix this guy with just good old bolt and screw, huh? That's pretty much our last hope here for this guy. Put a little slit on him, so that's kind of nice. Okay, let's see here. We have to drive him. No need to pre-drill. It's like a plastic. Shouldn't be anything hard. So this, hopefully this whole screw here goes underneath him or in him. First of all, I gotta get him to sit in there before I start twitching him down. And that's another secret here. So the solder here is not, it's reinforcing. So let me just put some pressure here. There we go. That'd be great if I can put the, I'm gonna try to get the solder here. I'm gonna try, keyword. Let's see here, where is he? Couldn't fall too far. There he goes. Alright, would be nice to have a helping hand clamp. But since we don't have one access right now, a little small one anyway, we're gonna have to do the best we can. Come on. Give me, I knew he was gonna give us a little bit of trouble. Let's find him again for the third time. Probably fell in the cardboard, or maybe fell inside my little sleeve here from the pants. Be a possibility. He would do something like this. There he is. Look, shook him out. Just gotta know how these guys think, where they would hide. They're like criminals. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do this. There you go. I got one hand hold, one hand torque down. I'm not sure it's going in yet. Wow, this is, oh, it's rubbery now. That's not what I expected. It's okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, hopefully I can get the, look at that, it's going in pretty damn smoothly actually. Now I stopped there. What I'm gonna do is try and get the solder on it. So whatever solder's in there, we might be able to manipulate this guy to have solder. I think we get him hot enough, all the solder should flow through his threads. That's our idea anyway. Keep the solder on him. Let him heat up whatever solder's on those threads. It's almost like anti-seize, but different. We're trying to create the seize part on the thread itself onto the aluminum or solder. Just want to see if you can start seeing the solder on the outside melt. That means this guy's hot enough to bring in the solder inside his threads. So far we're not seeing that yet, so we'll keep it hold on here. Might be a long time because this solder here is not the best. But we're going for it. Yeah, it's not even melting even directly on the solder itself. I think these are wires. Okay, so what we're gonna do is try to get some solder on there. On top of solder, huh? sort of using like the silicone method, sort of. We tried silicone, we tried the plastic. Nothing seems to help us, so we have no choice. Got a gunk of solder now. This is it, our final test. This is probably where we're going to leave it at. I'm going to do a little bit of a wiggling test to see if it's kind of cold solder or not. So far so good. Don't want to keep my hopes up, so that's why I do put some test to it. Trying to see if I can peel it off. See, if it was cold solder, it would flicker off on the Phillips here, but I think we did it pretty well. So we're going to leave it like that. Also, I moved this rubber piece back over here like that, freed it from this side. But the final test to see if it works is, well, we're going to swing this around because we can't really see it from behind, right? We'll put it up here like this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn on our scooter. Not just, you know, crank it, start, and, you know, just turn it on. Okay, here's an on position. Okay, so here it goes. 1, 2, 3. Wow, it works. All right, we did it. So we fixed that guy. So yeah, we couldn't get another harness to him because I didn't really want to go back and use these guys here. This guy's working too. See that? That's why it's supposed to be. See, it's a dual element. So that means, I don't know, it lights up both still, but when it actually has the trigger of the pulse of the brake lever, it adds a little bit more power or voltage to it perhaps. That's probably the reason why. See how bright it is? That look crazy? Yep, that was it. And I think this is perfect enough slack, so we did an awesome job here. So I know our soldering could have been way better, but we don't have a proper soldering that heats up to a certain high temperature, but we managed. So that's it. That's how we can fix a little, you know, brake wire, especially if you can't get into the harness anymore. I mean, if worst comes to worst, you could have drilled this on and really, you know, fish the wire in through here somehow and get back over here, but I think there was enough threads. All right, we got the screw back out of the switch now. We want to make sure that our wire is still good. So we're going to plug it to our original wire harness and make sure it starts properly. So let's do this. We took out, and then we also, oh, excuse me. You can see here, fix the skunk wire as well. We pretty much took that little, we call that little tool. This right here, just kind of curved it around until we kind of fill it. It wasn't too hard. So we got that guy wired back in there. You can see here, he was actually almost like peeling off. So now you can see he's winding up back, the skunk wire. That was our concern last time. It was peeling off. We didn't notice that. I think we might have pulled it when we put our, you know, the big, I don't think it could have caused that. He might have been on his way out or something maybe. So anyway, let's go ahead and plug this guy in. And let's make sure all the ground, skunk wire, and everything's working. And he should be fine. This is our original switch here. Okay. Bring the original switch over. Alright, you can see here, we'll turn it on position. Our battery level is reading closely 13.1 volts. Okay, I have the kill switch on, or actually have it on. It was off. Okay, hold the brake lever. You see me fire up the scooter. Hold the brake lever and hang down. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Fired up. Hit the kill switch. Make sure the kill switch is off, or kill the scooter. There we go. So it works. Our switch is back. Our connector didn't get damaged in the screw bit, the drill bit part anyway. We'll use this here for now. Turn it off to the off position. We don't want to drain our wires. It's at 13 volts right now. It's kind of nice. I don't ever have to take the wire probe anymore. I guarantee you it's the same. Watch. We have 13 volts, right? So let me take this guy here. Take it directly to the battery. You can see the same. Okay, so here we go. You guys ready to go in? Not yet. We're playing outside. Alright, so let me unwind this guy. There we go. I can have him stay on something, right? Okay, here we go. Doesn't matter. I guess we got the probe here. So we got on voltage. Right now it shows a negative. There we go. Open load. We're not checking resistance, buddy. Have to reset itself. There it goes, auto. Let's do this again. It's weird why it would check resistance. There we go. 13. Oh wow, it's 1324. That is actually pretty more accurate. 1325 volts. Interesting. 13.25, right? It shows here. And again, this meter here, when it turns on, it's reading at 13 volts. So let's see if the engine starts. Turn on our kill switch. Have our little start button. Hold down the, sort of do the pinky trick and hold this guy down at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, fired up. All right, so let's see this one. Okay, go ahead. 1357, 1359. Oh, really? That's good. Go ahead and enjoy it. We got dessert made. 1361, 1365, so it's climbing. This guy here shows 13.2 still. So actually, wow, 1371, 13. So yeah, maybe this reading isn't always accurate. It's kind of lower, which is a good thing for us. I guess now we have actually higher voltage than we thought. Okay, so let's do this again, just to make sure. 1341, 1339, 1340. So it's actually almost close. 1347, 1345, 1346, 13.4. So this is probably about the same. Not bad. There we go. I think this thing takes time to pick up or something, maybe. That's probably what's causing it. It's cool. I know we're running out of gas. We're playing around with it. So we still have some fuel tubes here full of fuel. So I'm still banking and that's still allowing us to tune it some more. My goal is to take it for a ride eventually. You know what we could do right now is, if I'm not so exhausted, let's say with my head cold, I could have just took it outside. I probably don't want to right now. And you know, break the bleed. I mean, not bleed the brake, not break the bleed. Break the bleed to make sure there's no more leak here. And you can see how loose this is already. The reason why it's purely air in here. See, look. This is nothing. This is what a brake bleed should look like when it's done properly. See? Won't let you go anymore. This guy here, loose as a goose. But, you know, the only reason why, because he has air. His caliper is still already compressed onto the brakes. That's not going to change. What's going to change is how much more he's going to tighten himself. See that? See the NCY blue brake pads? They're already compressed. The caliper is already poked out. But the caliper is not getting any more pressure because the whole tube here is just full of air. So it needs to be filled with our brake fluid. So that's why we have to bleed the brakes. So far so good. Everything's working okay. We can get this guy squared away. I think I love the NCY. It so much matches this, really. But yeah, let's check out our brake. Not brake cover. Okay, remember again, there's our $15 cover versus our $89 cover. Let's see what the advantage is in these guys here. This guy looked like Jim Carrey, huh? Actually, the guy who got attacked by a mountain lion, that guy looks like Jim Carrey too, or if I'm not mistaken. It looked like that. Or maybe I'm just seeing Jim Carrey a lot. You know Jim Carrey, that famous comedian at one point? I love his, I used to watch reruns of it all the time, Dumb and Dumber. Especially the scooter scene. You remember that part where he trades his whole shaggin' wagon, his partner's shaggin' wagon? And I thought his partner was going to be smart about it and cuss him out for trading, you know, a van for a little, it wasn't even a scooter, it was like a little moped. Barely fit them. But he goes, "You totally redeemed yourself." Harry. He traded his whole shaggin' wagon, which they could have slept in and had a place to, but they didn't think far ahead. You know, that's how the movie goes. And toward the end, where they got stopped by a bunch of, bikini, I guess, I don't know, they're going to Hawaii or something, of models. And they're saying they're looking for a couple guys to help them oil them up. And he totally thought, I thought he was going to be brilliant, tell them, "Oh, we're interested, we're it." But he goes, "No, the town is the other way. You can find a couple of guys there." And like, anyway, this is an open box one, which I don't care for, but let's see how it looks. Excuse me. Okay, it comes with this little wrapper too. It's pretty sturdy. Look at that. Little, almost like, excuse me, like a sleeping bag. It comes with a bunch of warranty. There's the brand here. Doco. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce it. Doco. Installation instruction. Just cover has installation cover. There you go. Well, this is not something you probably want to. Oh, it comes to, what is this? A little hammy pack? Looks like, Looks like a, I don't know what this is though. I don't think it's for your helmet. That's kind of interesting though, huh? Little helmet. Okay, we'll sign out. We'll see what's all deal. So this is it. This is oh, this is the cover to put it in. So that's interesting there. So we got this one cover there. God, it's got a bit of stuff here. And I'm not sure if this is a jacket or this is it. Okay, let's do this. Let's try to see if we can pretty much get this to work. It's supposed to look like that then. There it goes. It comes with reflectors too, in case you don't want to go stealth mode and someone hits your scooter, right? Stealth mode is great as long as you're, you know, you can actually protect yourself. But if you're in stealth, this does feel a little bit more durable. I mean, comparably speaking. See this. This does feel like it can be made for outdoor. It feels, I don't like the stickiness or the heaviness, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm reaching over for a tarp to, you know, get, look at it cinched here where you can put the lock. It doesn't have the little metal one there. It rusts. I guess they did that purposely. So this kind of rubber, so it doesn't rust easily. But you know what? It's going to be determined. We haven't got our Gibby back on there yet. See, I like this one. Even though it's not, you know, pricey. It's lighter, super lighter. Look at that. Very light material compared to these guys. These guys are unbelievable. This guy has like a cloth feel to them. I guess they're sprayed with a way where they're water resistant, or I guess waterproof. I'm not sure water resistant. I'm gonna do something pretty gross. Okay, bear with me. Okay. I'm gonna put my saliva on there and see. No worries, not my snot. Okay. Not too shabby. I mean, I don't feel it coming back in through here, so I guess they spray. But this guy here, he's the same way. Oh god, that's a little too much. See that? He just stays on the surface. He repels. This guy. Same thing, he doesn't really come through. Same thing with this one. We put him through here. Let's see if he comes through the other way. Well, can't tell now because we did both sides. That's our problem. You know, he's fine. So yeah, so these guys, I like it because it's super light, you know what I mean? So, and then you gotta get this guy in, you know what I mean? It's like putting a pair of jeans versus a nice windbreaker, you know, flannel or something. So, look, he just fits anywhere. You know what I mean? This guy here, you gotta make room for him. So I don't know. I think it's $100. I mean, worth it? I'm gonna find out right now. So let's do this. Let's go and set him up. You can see me put him through. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna throw the cover over. Put this guy here. So more expensive things not always better. You don't always get what you paid for. But I want to try it out. If you really love your scooter, you gotta make sure you protect it inside. Okay, so we know this guy right here is inside. It just feels that way. I guess this is the pocket here they're talking about. You just put the alarm in here. Right here, I'm sorry. There's a little pocket here. So what you do is you put the alarm in here, right? And then if it hears it, it's, you know, there. So anyway, I think these two here goes to the front. The reason why is you can bolt it down with your rear tire, or front tire, or rear tire, whichever you use. I think there should be two of them, right? Or just one? Should be two of them, maybe on one other side. Anyway, we're gonna take shape. I believe, going back to the box, the gray side is more focused forward. So, well, he's gonna have some gray. He's gonna have a gray underbelly, that's all I know. And then another one's gonna be his tail. So here we go. This guy might be actually somewhere in the midsection where it says guard on there. Anyway, let's just go ahead and throw it over first. And we'll figure it out later. The idea is to get him on there now. Okay. Alright guys, see this? There's a scooter. Let's go backwards a little bit so you can see more of him. Maybe even further. This is your scooter without a cover. I know I got a lot more things on there, but... And this is your scooter with a cover thrown over. And then, by the way, this is a cruiser size, so I'm assuming their cruiser size is pretty much considered their large one. So let's find out. It just, oh man, it's just, I don't know. It's heavy, it's clunky. I don't even really care for it. But anyway. It feels, actually, you know what? I might care for it. Again, I haven't got the Gibby on there, so I really can't say. But it's really heavy duty. It's like putting on a pair of jeans, right? So that wasn't that hard. Let's see here. So I guess we got the patch on this side now. There's a patch. It's supposed to have a muffler guard, so I took the muffler guard. So this is quite a bit here. So you can see here, it probably does have room for a Gibby. Our Gibby will stick out this tail like right here. Paul, can I need law?
Hả?
Mơ.
Biết ai?
Lại bà law nè, không thạp đâu vậy?
Đâu, tao say crop chứ mà.
Oh, this is Royal La.
Hả?
Garop with you.
Anh
My sister didn't realize this is like $100 cover. I knew which is from that la.
Anna.
I knew you proud of the guy.
Hay Anna ăn ó.
I need with the traffic. Traffic I'm so law. Có trong ăn đây.
Chứ crop bị to mấy cái bàn này.
Yeah.
ចាំបាត់ទិញ100 ឡានអី
Need that crowd. Good hide. Okay, so I told my sister we're going to probably put this outside. That's why I want to get covered. But anyway, I'm feeling it. Look at this. Check this out. We'll see. I'll monitor it. When she said it was $100, I said, what? Then she'd take a little bit more careful. Then I said, why do you need a $100 motorcycle cover? I don't know either. I just want to see how it performs versus what we did have. A lot of slack here, you can see here. But again, with the Gibby case, I think it might work out pretty well. Look at this. I'm going to drive the Gibby case up like this, right? There we go. So if you look at it, it's perfect. So if I pull this guy here like this, this is where the Gibby case is going to go anyway. I don't think it's going to go any further. I think it might give it the perfect lift. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this guy's for. I think it's ventilation. Oh, there it goes. There's a little hole in here. I was wondering what the heck that is for. I guess it's for it to breathe, because you might get fungus or whatever. So there's hold here. So there's hole that you can, look at that. Put little Batman and Robin kind of hole, Dale. Look at that. Holes like that. Perfectly center holes, right? That's your ventilation right there. Look at that. I don't know. I'm not. We'll see. I mean, maybe after a while I'll start appreciating it because it's so more durable. But it's definitely a little bit more stronger cloth. I just don't like the threads here. Oh wow. Gotta make a note of that. Threads coming loose. So that's not a good sign for us. Let me try to pull this out. I don't want... Holy smoke. $100 and you can't even keep the thread on there. Maybe I can just cut it neatly. I don't want to pull it. But the front sure covers pretty damn good. Look at that. I like the aggressiveness sort of. Look at that. The front, you can see this one has a gray belly. This one has a solid black. And then gray on the other side. I guess I don't know what they're trying to do with their pattern. Try and create a cow look or what? We'll see. Won't put the Gibby in there. I'll give it a final more review before I decide to yay or nay it. But yeah, it's by Duco Garden. They make scooter covers too, which is going to be a little bit smaller. But I need it for the Gibby one because the Gibby's going to pull this tail guy back here, which is perfect length. You can see here how he comes down. So I think we couldn't go wrong with this size. This size is perfect for it actually. But we just got to figure out. Okay, then it has a little strap here too. I guess these straps, there you go. You can put your lock or whatever, lock this so no one steals your cover as well. Put your lock here. Maybe there's another one on this end, or maybe not. Let's see what else is in the bottom here. Oh, there's another one here. So I guess you just feed your lock through any one. There's one more here. That's for the midsection. This gets lifted. Is this your exhaust here? This is probably for the exhaust. Little slit here. I don't know. I guess you don't want to put your cover over when it's still hot, right? So you probably want to wait till the exhaust cools. But it says it has like a exhaust shield. Let's see what they're talking about. What's the exhaust shield? It has a little bit more of this guy's material in there for the area of the exhaust, or what? I don't. Well, actually, you know, it does feel like different. Just right here, and then you also get the white material, like kind of clothy looking, more luxury feel to your scooter. So I don't know. These guys makes a difference. I can't imagine this will probably get soaked though. It feels like it's just like cotton. You know what I mean? And so it has certain areas where there's cotton like this, like a t-shirt sort of. I think this will probably get soaked pretty damn easy. There you go. See, it has all this right here. So yeah, I just don't know. I mean, it's got a little vent hole to it. Why would they put? Oh wait, it's supposed to go up like this. I totally forgot again. So yeah, we'll figure it out once we actually get the Gibby case on there. We'll do a final fitment test and see if it actually holds well. So far, it's attracting whoever had it last had some kind of dog hair or whatever. He had some dogs in there. It's pretty gross. Oh. Oh. There we go. Alright, so we'll leave this alone. We'll call it. And the threads are coming loose a little bit in the areas, but I think maybe after a while we'll start feeling it. I mean, this is a damn nice cover though. So if your scooter was short, it could pull in like this way. But ours, see, it could pull in like this. See that where the motorcycle would have been? Bigger in the front and the body here. And this one's like a little round del tuck. But since ours is, we're gonna actually have the Gibby. So ours is gonna be pulled like this. So we're gonna use the most of this guy's cover capability. I think he's coming far out. I think so. He's coming far out as much as he can. I think it'll be a perfect setup. Hopefully, this thing's not gonna be so strong where someone can just, you know, lay on there. And this whole thing concaves and drag the handlebars further. You see how tight this is. So, oh, there's the bars here. We haven't put all the cover too, so we really don't know how it's gonna take shape and form with the complete housing. But for right now, I'm not really disappointed yet. Reflector here for gears. And then there's no way, I don't even like to put things away in the sleeping bag, that I'm gonna start folding and traveling with this guy here. He might be just left stationed for outdoor use. I'll use this guy maybe for like light, you know, set up for just a little casual protection. So I think this is it. So yep, here it goes. There's the box, what it's supposed to have in there. Bound access for wheel lock and guard it, yeah. And then it goes, you can get the extra external alarm there. I guess what it feels it when the whole sheet is vibrating. I think your scooter alarm should be adequate enough. But this is how it would look like here. So this is the cruiser size. Oh, there's the size of it. Oh, what? Oh no. See the cruiser with windshield. Of course we have windshield. Large cruiser. I think we got, I'm not even sure, it's not even marked on the box. We probably got somewhere here, I think. Sport touring bike, large cruiser. I know we didn't get all these. If anything, we might get an extra large. How do you tell? Where's the label? Let's see if we can find like a tag. You know how they have like a little, you know, what do you call that? A little care me tag. Take care of me kind of tag. Anyway, look at this guy here. So he's over here like this, right? And he's just sewed in. Doesn't look too, really look at that. They could have done a better job. It looked like they just cut it up. Not even a perfect cut. You can see there. Stitched. Just feels like a cloth. Feels like it's just a pair of jeans. And I think they coat it with some kind of a water resistant and call it a day. So I don't know. I'm not feeling to keeping it around for $100. We might just take it back. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Look how it cross-directional. So it goes like this way, right? Then you reach all the way over here to this side. And then you can click this guy. This helps prevent the cover from flying in the wind. Say you live somewhere pretty windy, wherever, you know, Texas, Florida. I'm not sure California gets that crazy windy. But let me go and strap it down a little bit. Maybe tighten in the bottom area. I just did it this way, but it's a light. It still has a lot of slack, see there? So what I'm going to do is try to move that slack a little bit inward. Stealth patent pending. Okay. Alright, guy. How do I get you guys in more? There he is. There you go. Pull him in like this. Hopefully he goes upper. Try to get him under over the kickstand as well. I think I'm confident. So he's kind of crisscross himself. So he's not directly in the, which is kind of smart. You know, he's going for my diagonal position. He's got one here on the side of, on the left hand side of the scooter or bike, and then the one near the front of the wheel on the right hand side. So he's crisscrossing across this little, you know, like a backpack strap here. Let's see if we can get him in a little bit more better. Look at that. There we go. Now it's a little bit more secure fit, and he's not so abrasive. There's like not hard metal or anything, so it's just a piece of cloth. Not bad. Let's see again how he does when we actually get our Gibby case. This is from the top view. I guess let's see which one has to actually have the. Does this side have the? See, this is the jean material, so they really only put it on the critical area. A little bit in the windshield, I guess, right there. See that, the windshield area? And then on the side of the scooter a little bit. Do I see any more of the white cushion here on this side? You'd think they'd do it all up for you, but they don't. They only put in certain areas. So, you know, and then we have threads here. So we'll find out. All right, Michael from NCY Store. You guys, appreciate you guys watching and staying tuned. Have some more videos up log when we actually maybe break our bleed again. But in the meantime, I just have to break the scooter cover in. So far so good, even without the Gibby case. But he's dragging on the floor a little bit, so you gotta get all these little fine pet hairs off. Thanks, Amazon. There we go. So what do you expect, right? It's actually been discounted. You realize this is actually, I think it was closer to a $157, but the open box one was only $87. So I can't imagine paying over $100 for just a super scooter cover. So we'll find out how well this does. Awesome. We fixed our brake light now. I think my phone is acting up. It's thinking that the heat vibration there, even though it's, I don't know why it's so chicken, it's thinking that, where's that light? There he is. He's dropped all the way over there now. I think he thinks that this is like fire or something, so he shuts off for his own protection. I don't think this will actually, maybe what it does, it triggers the sensor. I don't know if this phone has heat sensor or what, but it does, it detects it, especially if your battery's over, well, heating up or something like that. It doesn't allow you to charge your phone. Kind of weird. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to take the brake lever. Much brighter now, so both LEDs working. See that? So we're good. So what we're going to do now is actually take a look at the cover now. So let's go and put all this stuff away that we attempted. We tried. So let's go and unscrew this. We use one of these screws again to fix our little broken harness there that popped out. And we kind of went over it with a little bit of solder just to see if we can get some more reinforcement. But for right now, this is it. Where's that? So I'm going to cut this guy clean off again. So we're going to find out. Mama, no playing with water. No, you can't go out there and play with water. Gotta throw my dad. You're not playing outside? You're playing with water? Okay, then no ice cream. What? Yeah, but you're playing with water though. People who play with water usually don't get ice cream. You want what kind of ice cream? You thought you want boo-boo ice cream. What's boo-boo ice cream? What's boo-boo ice cream? What's that? What flavor is that? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and disconnect everything here. Get to the darnest thing, don't they? Gotta love them, have them around. Life would be too boring without them. Okay. Remember when we were kids, man, everything is exciting. I guess, man, you know, I don't blame them for wanting to play outside. It's a nice day. So many things you can get yourself in trouble with, which they don't know. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and unscrew this. So yeah, so if I guess I'm not doing any soldering or heating or whatever, blow torching, I don't have too much problem with my camera. But the minute I start, take off these little, I had some more of these guys here. I want to take them off before they start damaging here. Let's do this here. Then also we're ready to go ahead and take a look at our cover. I think we're going to cover it up for today. There's not really much we could do other than wait for the forks to come in. I don't think there is any other wire. Oh, we could do our handlebar grits, but before we could put everything in place, you remember, we need to put all this cover where it sits and everything, so that's not gonna do it either. But yeah, oh, by the way, I did loop it. You can see the brake line. I looped it. It might have, it looks like it's touching a little bit of the brake caliper, but it's not really, so it's not too bad. Still offset probably a good half an inch, so I can still clear my finger here. See, you guys can't see it, but it's still pretty. There you go. See the distance from the brake line's not touching. Well, actually a little bit more. So it's going right through here, through there. There's no tie strap. All this is holding is this metal thing here. So I pull enough slack where it's not going to go further down, because if I give this guy too much slack, he's probably going to flex inward, and hopefully he might even rub here, but he's also going to be hanging down, and we don't want him to touch the rim nor the brake disc. So we're fine with just 1, 2, 3. And I think that's it. We might actually even put one over here. I'm not sure why we didn't. Probably no need to, really. We're fine there. We still got this guy tie strap. Get this guy secure. So what I'm gonna do is get ready to unveil that thing once I take this guy off completely. I gotta get a screw out because I don't want the screw to hang in there too long. So let me go back. Finish where I started, huh? Okay, let's take out his little. These guys just pop off easily. I think they did get a good connection there, or else we wouldn't even get a remote start to work. So all these wires did have their good connection. These screws come in pretty handy. Little small Phillips. You can use them to pinch your wires down. I'm surprised that that little housing there let me pinch it pretty damn easy, so I gotta be careful. But I want to make sure I pinch my wires here though. Now this guy here, oh. What? Oh, okay. You ready to go inside? Hello, neighbor. Say hi. Okay. Bye. Okay. Oh, it's hot out there today. It's probably a good 80 now. Might like 80, yeah? Like 80 degrees perhaps. Okay, where was that? Yeah, I want to fix that skunk wire there. I just got a bad feeling about him. He doesn't have anything to really clamp him. See that? He's just, well, you guys didn't see it, but I see him. Even though I don't like the skunk wire, but he does serve a purpose. He kills everything for us. Oh, shit. See smoke coming out. Or maybe I'm just delusional. What was that? This guy's here. I was wondering, I put him on offer. I saw smoke coming out, right? I think, where the heck? Everything's off. My feet's burning? I got delusional. I really did. Oh, that was a trip. I'm thinking, oh shoot, did I get my soldering iron off the floor? Because I did that to myself one time. And lucky I had sandals on, or else I would have felt through the burn. Anyway. So you guys saw me react there. That was not acting. I was freaked out. I saw a little bit of glimpse of smoke. It might be just a light beam. But anyway. Alright, let's go back to where we were. Yeah, I want to get that guy fixed, so let's go and do that. These guys here, let's take them off back before they do some more damage to our connectors there. Look at that. No, they didn't do too bad actually. They stayed back, they flexed back in position there. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and get that wire corrected. How are we going to do that? We're going to need something really small. Like this guy right here. We need to fix him. We need to sort of do a dental work here. Speaking of dental work, I need to do a nose work right now. Oh boy. Oh. Excuse me. I heard a guy. I want to show you guys this that I can't, you know, nature won't allow me to just stop. Not by design. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get this guy corrected. Yeah? You're gonna fly rich? Okay. Whatever that means. Anyone know what that means, let me know. It's a 3.5-year-old talk. Come on. Try to flex him in. I think we might have, there we go. The solder keeps on whipping out of us, or actually, or not our solder, but out of that too. But this is the best I could got him. So I got the screw covered a little bit with solder. Hopefully, I guess it reinforced. Doesn't look like he's tugging out. But the final test is he's still hot too, by the way. So let's see. See if he's hot on the other element on the inside. This guy right here is supposed to be where he's at. I'm not feeling the heat from. See, I'm trying to put my finger in here. See if I can feel the heat transferred all the way down there, but it didn't. So I guess let's go. So here we go. All right, so there we go. We got